Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka A-Drive, and I am here bringing you the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Shiny Hunting Horde tutorial, which is pretty rad. Hopefully this will give you guys a better perspective on how to shiny hunt in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and how you can use horde hunting more effectively to find shinies. So it's really not that complicated, but I'm going to go into a couple different steps here on what you need to do and how you can prepare yourself better to find shinies in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and hopefully this video helps you out. If you do like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up rating. It definitely helps me out. And there's a rumor that it might increase your shiny chances moving forward. Obviously, I'm kidding, guys, but I do appreciate the support. So really quickly, looking at our question of the day, what shiny method do you guys prefer the most? I actually prefer to use the Dex Nav method for a number of reasons, but we're going to touch on the horde hunting method right here, right now, and hopefully this will get you guys in the right direction to find yourself some shinies, because I get a lot of questions on stream, and I figure this might be kind of useful. So let's run through some of the basics here. So here are your odds right on the screen. Your odds are 8,192, but in X and Y on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they cut them right in half down to 4096. So you're looking pretty snazzy at 4096. Now the reason why Dex Nabbing is so effective, horde hunting is so effective, is because you're actually encountering 5 Pokemon at the same time. So now you're taking that 4096 number, you're cutting it down by 5, and you're getting 819. So you have in theory a 1 in 819 chance of finding a shiny. So this is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to see I find a bunch of spinners here. No shiny on this one. Our odds with the Shiny Charm, in case you're wondering, are you take that 4096 number, you drop it down to 1365 because the Shiny Charm increases your chances by 300%, and you divide that by 5, so you're at 1 in 273, which is probably the most effective method of finding shinies, and it's probably going to yield you the best results. I've said it a number of times. I actually use the Shiny Charm myself, mostly because I provide content, and finding shinies actually really is a good thing for me. Obviously, if you have a chance to get the Shiny Charm, I highly recommend it because it could really help you out. So let's kind of go through some of the basics of what I'm rocking here. Here's some of my rules. Number 1 is you're going to want to run Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent is a move you'll see here. I'll show you with my Carnivine. I run Carnivine because it's just a cool Pokemon, but you'll see right here I have Sweet Scent on my Sarah. It's just a regular move. You could teach any Pokemon, or grass-type Pokemon typically learn it. It's not a TM, sorry. But you'll find a lot of grass-type Pokemon that learn it. A good one is Tropius. Oddish is another one if you're looking for something simple. Or Volbeat and Illumise, I think both learn it. I know Illumise does. So Sweet Scent is super easy. You just go right there, click the move, and it's going to activate the Sweet Scent. Carnivine's going to come out, and it's going to always pull up a horde every single time. In Overhass, you can actually use this anywhere. Anywhere there's a Pokemon, pretty much wild Pokemon, you're able to find, you're able to use the horde, even if it's raining out, even if it's snowing out, even in a sandstorm, I'm pretty sure. So you have a lot of different opportunities there. In the old games, you couldn't do it while it was raining, so that's really cool. The second thing you'll want to do is you'll want to make sure you have a False Swiper. So I run Beedrill just because, but there's a lot better options. You can use Pokemon like Smeargle and stuff, so you can take on ghost types. But you'll see I'm just running False Swipe on this thing. But you just want to make sure you have some sort of method to catch the Pokemon. Then you're going to want to run a Synchronizer. This is more if you're interested in competitive like I am. I run my Kadabra. If you guys didn't know, synchronizing as your lead Pokemon will give you a 50% chance to have the wild Pokemon you find have the same nature as your Pokemon in the front. The Pokemon can be fainted. It doesn't have to be alive. It just has to be the first Pokemon in your party. So in this case, my Kadabra is the first Pokemon I have, so I'm going to have a 50% chance for the wild Pokemon to be adamant nature, which could come in handy, especially if I'm looking for a Spinda. Say I want to use like a Contrary Spinda or something like that. So those are kind of the first 3 things. The next thing I would highly recommend is just make sure you guys know your target, know who you're going after. In this case, I know there's Spindas on this route. I also know there's Skarmories. So you kind of want to make sure that you're aware of the fact that, okay, what can Spinda do? Like, if I was facing Murkrow, for example, does Murkrow carry Perish Song? Like, am I going to run into a situation where I only have 3 turns to catch the Pokemon? Because that's not a good thing. You want to just make sure you have a counter for pretty much anything you're going for. Always be prepared for all the shinies on the route, just in case, because you might be going for, a Spinda here, but maybe a Skarmory pops up, you're not ready for it, hits Whirlwind, and you're blown away, and then you're kind of in a bad situation, you just lost a shiny. So just kind of be mindful of those situations. I would recommend looking up the moves that the Pokemon learns at the level it's going to be at. So in this case, I know Spinda is probably going to be like level 15 or something. I would just look up and see what moves Spinda has at level 15. Or level 10, I guess, in this case. So, a couple other things. 1, horde hunting is not a chain, guys. There is no chaining method to this at all. It's entirely random encounters. I can do 5 of them, walk around, go to a different route, do another 5. It does not make any difference. You are not on a chain. There's no sort of correlation between your first encounter and your millionth encounter. Like, it does not matter. My 6th tip is to listen. Make sure you guys are always listening, because a lot of times the angle that the shinies or the hordes come in, you don't see all the Pokemon. ORAS kind of fixed that, but there's still an issue where you might not actually see a shiny. I've actually ran from horde hunting shinies because I just didn't see them, but they do make a noise every time a shiny does pop up. And remember guys, patience is key. You guys saw the odds when I started this video, so there is pretty good chances to find shinies using horde hunting. I prefer it as one of my favorite methods to shiny hunt, because it does typically yield good results. I would say within a 5-hour span, you're pretty much guaranteed a shiny in most situations. Obviously, there's exceptions, but in a 5-hour span, you're pretty much guaranteed a shiny, and usually I could probably guarantee or bank on getting a shiny with a shiny charm once every 2 or 3 hours or so. So it's really, really an effective method to find shinies. So those are kind of some of the basics to run through, guys. Make sure you guys are super prepared, ready to rock, and hopefully you will find some shinies. There's a list of all the Pokemon online. You can find them and just check out what horde Pokemon there are. There's a lot of cool ones like Numel, Skarmory, Zigzagoon, Shroomish, all these Pokemon that are super, super cool. And there's some cool advantages to horde hunting. Obviously, you can get hidden abilities through horde hunting. It's kind of rare, but they do exist. But some of the downsides are you can't control for any egg moves like the Dexnab provides you and Masuda Method provides you, and then of course you're not controlling for any IVs. You're not guaranteed any good IVs. So if you're looking to shiny hunt competitively, this might not be your method. But if you're just looking for some trophies, this could be the way to go, guys, because you could be pulling in some serious shinies. It's not uncommon to pull in, you know, a few shinies every few hours when you're doing the horde hunting method. So anyway, hopefully you guys, this clears up some of the questions about horde hunting and how it works, ORAS, how you use Sweet Scent. You can also use honey, but Sweet Scent is way more effective, obviously. And if you guys have any questions or you think I left anything unanswered, feel free to post them in the comment section below. I will do my best to get to all the comments. If you want to check me out horde hunting on Twitch, my link is in the description. And hopefully you guys are digging it. Best of luck to you shiny hunters out there. This has been your boy A-Drive. I will catch you later. Peace.